Good morning. Happy Mother's Day weekend to you all. I hope you're doing well on this Saturday morning. I'm here, Stamp Ventures with Shauna, Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with some quick and easy stamping ideas for you this morning for your Saturday morning coffee break. Thanks for all who are able to join and give us a shout, say hello, and I'm just going to look to see if I can find things here on the iPad. So I might be able to see some comments when they start coming through. There we go. I think I'm synced up. Yeah, this is exciting right here. These two documents. I got them out of my mailbox just this week, and I'm only allowed to share the cover with you. This is the new annual catalog. It starts on June 3rd, I think. Yeah, June 3rd it goes live to customers, and it is lovely. It is. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just a little biased, but this catalog really got me excited. There were a lot of really nice things in it, and I know I probably say that with every catalog, but I don't know, there was something about the items in this one that really got me going, and like, oh yeah, I can see myself doing a lot with a variety of things in here. And I've already been able to place a small order from this catalog. There are select things that demonstrators can get right now, and I'm excited for those to come in the mail. You may have seen some ladies who are already showing off what they received in the mail. They chose to expedite their orders, and I didn't, because I have a variety of things here I can still work on. So I'm like trying to get all my list of things done so that when this order of select items come, I can start playing with the new catalog. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, what's this smaller little document? And this is a starter stampers brochure, and it just kind of takes a small selection of items from the large annual catalog and condenses it, and also includes tips and starter ideas for anybody who's like wanting to do this but it has no idea where to begin with this large catalog and maybe are really overwhelmed with it. So I can get you this catalog or this brochure or both of them if you're interested. And so yeah, like if you'd like to get copies, like leave me a comment now so I can make sure I save one of each, or one of them for you if you're interested. So now at the very end of this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different than I have before. I'm going to actually show you online where you can actually get a sneak peek of what's inside this catalog. And so hang on to the very end if you would like to be able to, if you really are curious and want to see a few of the things. I will walk you through some steps so that you can see on the website where you can see a couple of those things. There's a trick to it. It is not hard. It's just it's probably something that's new for most people, and I never even thought of showing you this until recently. And so yeah, I'll get back to the new catalog at the very end. So this morning I've got my coffee all ready to roll here. Hope you're enjoying something this morning that's refreshing for you. I'm going to do something quick and something that's got something free, something fast and something free. So my fast thing is, this morning I'm going to do something with these little love note sized note cards. They're so cute. They're featured in the spring catalog with the Best Dressed Suite, and I love how the little envelopes have the scallops on them and the printed designs. These are a little strange looking with the swatches of color on them, and I think once you see that how they're paired with the Best Dressed suite and the stamps, where there's like a tube of lipstick and a compact and different sort of makeup-y, fashion-y things, then you understand more how they work with that. But today I'm not going to use them with the Best Dressed suite. I'm going to do something really fast. A couple of weeks ago, some of you saw me putting together these cute purses, and I want to give one of these little purses, and this is also from a die from the Best Dressed suite. I want to put a few note cards in here to give to my sister for Mother's Day. And I guess, you know, to my mother too. But you know what I was focusing on for Mom is I already got her a really nice planter of beautiful flowers. Hope you're not watching, Mom. And she doesn't usually. But I could give her one of these too to go with her planters, because I've got a couple of, I've got a couple of these purses that I've made, and Mother's Day was what I had in mind for them. So, but yeah, to go into the little purses, just, you can, they're fairly generous, and some of you have seen, like, you can fit the little packets of Kleenex, and definitely, you know, like a lip balm and things like that would for sure fit into them. But these are also sized perfectly to go into the little purses as well. So some of you may have seen me making some flowers recently with these two punches, and I've just kind of fallen in love with this. So I grabbed these two punches, and I'm going to be making some really quick focal points for these 3x3 note cards. Hello to Robin and Jackie and Marine and Roxy. If any of you are still there, hope you're having a good morning. And thanks for joining me here. Okay, I should mention, Stampin' Up! Also does have plain 3x3, I think they consider them love note size. What did they say on here? No, they just say whisper white envelopes. We used to call them a love note size card, and so they're basically, or they're envelopes. They're basically the same size as these ones, but they're just the plain white. And you can get a package of them, and they're in our annual catalog. There's 40, so you could make lots. And basically what you would do, they only are envelopes. They don't come with the note cards, but all you have to do is just take your whisper white paper and cut it 6 inches by 3 inches. So it would look like this, and you would score it down the middle at 3 inches. So you get 3x3 inch little white note card, and they fit perfectly into these mini envelopes. So just wanted you to know that if you don't like the colors and the designs on these, you do have just the plain white options. So this is, what's it called? Purple Posy. Gonna fold this, and what I've been enjoying with these papers and layering is, this is our perennial punch, perennial flower punch. There. And how it works is, to create the flower, you punch out, woo, there's the 3D portion of today's video. You punch out 2 of them, and then you layer them like that to create the flower. And what I like to do, just to add a little bit of dimension, is I like to pop up the petal just a little bit, so I give it a bend, and then I take a bone folder and I curl it back. So pop up at the joint and then curl back, pop up, yeah, and curl back. And I try to do it not too vigorously, because I don't want to have, if you're curling too hard, sometimes you can create a crack or a crease. So you just want to try and do it gently with the bone folder. And you know, it does make a difference too. Okay, so that one got a little crease in it. It does make a difference as to the grain of the paper. So you're going to notice that some petals just curl nicely, and others want to fight. And the ones that fight you are the ones that you're probably curling more against the grain. Okay, so I'm just going to be quick and use a dollop of my liquid glue. There we go. This green glue is going to continue on into the new catalog, but there's going to be some new tape runner adhesives that are going to be replacing our snail adhesive, and they look like they're really, really good. They're called Stamp and Seal and Stamp and Seal Plus, and I'm excited to get my hands on them and use them. All right, so then what I discovered is that this cute little small blooms punch, which some of you may have got during celebration, and it's going to be also coming up into the annual catalog. It fits nicely into the center of the perennial flower, and I'm just going to take can you see where I stamped a pig on the what's this? Gingham, that's the word I'm trying to think of. Up on the gingham here, I was making pigs with pajama pants. And so this pig had, gingham pajama pants. And next week, I'm going to show you how I created pigs in pajama pants on one of my videos. Good morning to those who have joined on. Hello, Judy. Hope you're having a good Saturday morning. I hear your little granddaughter had a birthday this past week. That's so exciting. Okay, so this is the Purple Posy Gingham, and this came from a pack of 6x6 designer paper, and it had all of last year's in colors in it, and I believe that this is on the retirement list. I'm not sure if it's still available or not. They're going to be coming out with new 6x6 packs with last year's in colors and the upcoming brand new in colors, but the designs on the packs of paper are going to be slightly different. So instead of a gingham, it might be something else, and instead of words, it might be something else, just slightly different patterns. So if you like these patterns, you might want to check the last chance list to see if these are still available. Okay, so now I want to glue this into here, and I might just slightly curl up the petals on this guy. There we go. And dab of green glue again. And something like that. This flower that's going in the center has 5 petals, and then the perennial flower that I used has 6 petals, and so they don't match up exactly, but I think it just looks so cute in the middle. It just fits. It's just a nice size to go in the center. And then I'm going to grab these clear faceted gems. As you can see, I've got tons of them, and I love them. We have them in clear, and I should say, I think we have had them in clear and gold. And again, these are something that are retiring, and so I don't know if they're still available on the last chance list, but it might be worth a check just to see, because they're so sparkly and pretty. Love the bling. Okay, so I'm just going to take the medium size. There's 3 sizes in these, the small, the medium, and then there's one of the larger ones. I'm going to take a medium because the medium seems to fit quite nicely right into the center of that flower. There we go. And then I am going to grab, let's see, do I have a dimensional? You know, I'm just wondering if I should use a dimensional on here, because how tight is it going to be to go into this envelope? I've created dimension already with the petals. So let's just see how well does this fit. Is there a little bit of, well, there's a bit of, you know, I'm just going to glue this flat, because if I lift it even more, that might make it really hard to put it into the envelope. And I want my sister to use these, not just to have, you know, something that's pretty but it's not functional. So, all right, so I'm gonna have to hold this just for a second to let that liquid glue set. There we go. All right, so then I can just slide this. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna fit. Well, I'm just gonna give that glue a second more. I don't want to be too premature, but well, oh, what the heck. The envelope should once the envelope is there, now the envelope's giving it a hug, and that will hold the glue in place to set. So then I can take the purse for my sister, and I can put, look at that. And I'm thinking if I make about, I don't know, 5 or 6, like maybe I could make a couple of each color. I could make a couple yellow, I think it's daffodil, and a couple of the petal pink, and put those in there. And then when my sister is giving a little gift to someone, and you know, she doesn't have time to make a card or doesn't want to use like a full-blown card, just, you know, like a little gift card to attach to something, or maybe she's picked up flowers for somebody, then she can go into her little purse and pull this out and, you know, write a message and attach this to her little gift to whoever that she's getting. So I think this is just a nice little Mother's Day idea that's quick. If you've got these punches around, or maybe some flower punches that are kind of similar along those lines, you could definitely, today, you could do that, get these together and do just a little package for someone of gift cards. And these are things that they're going to use, right? It's not going to be like a little ornament that sits on the shelf and just collects dust. These are something that they will definitely be able to use for their gift giving. So that's my quick idea for the day. And now I've got my free idea, and I'm going to go back to, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to go back to the tube of toilet paper. And just I saw something online that it's been a while since I'd seen it, but I'm like, oh yeah, I remember these. I never made them before, but some ladies have taken tubes of toilet paper and they've flattened them. Maybe even want to get a bone folder to score it and make it as flat as you can. And then they've taken fancy papers and covered, you know, the fronts, and I'm not sure how they did theirs to close the end of it. I'm just gonna staple mine shut at the end, but and then they took like several of these, and they got those binder rings that you punch holes and you hold it with a binder ring, and you can, you know, flip through them, and they call it like a mini scrapbook. And what they do is they have a little piece that pulls out, and it's got the little pictures, and they're all decorated and whatnot. So that's one idea. I'm not going to do a mini scrapbook for you today. What I'm going to do is sort of a fun card idea. And I kind of alluded to this last time that I was talking to you about this fundraising PDF that Stampin' Up's got on right now, where you can buy a PDF that you print out, and it's got all the fun sayings for this COVID-19 situation, like I'm smiling under this mask, and I totally share my toilet paper with you and wish this was a real hug. And this is a fundraiser that's going to initiatives to help people in this COVID-19 situation. And it's a worldwide fundraiser, global. It helps people around the world. So I'm going to show you, okay, I thought, how could I use that toilet paper roll that's been folded flat? How could I use that to make a card? And so this is what I'm coming up with. I totally share my toilet paper, and I cut it out all the way around, which wasn't hard. And then I've just been going in. I started to do this, and then I thought, well, I'll just save this last little bit to show you here. Then I just go back in once I've gone all the way around to make it like a rectangle, and I'm just cutting out the little triangle pieces in there. Ooh. Okay. I'm being too fussy. There we go. Okay, that's the idea. And so first off, I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And if you need me to show you where the link is to buy this PDF, it's 100% of the proceeds from this PDF go to the fundraiser. So Stampin' Up! Keeps none of the proceeds from it. I do not receive anything from it either. It all goes to help COVID initiatives around the world. So there we go. That's the first part of it. Totally share my toilet paper with you. Now I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and I'm going to cut out, wish this were a real in-person hug. And I think maybe to begin with, I'm going to cut into it with my scissors to get it out of there. And then I'll trim around it to straighten out the edges. So let's see here. Where am I at? I'm going to try to make it a little bit narrower than 2 inches, and so that hopefully that like 1 3/4. Well, that's great. Yeah, that's narrower than 2 inches. And then I need to tidy up the top and tidy up the bottom. Okay. I think I need to take a little bit more off the top. Take a little off the top there because it was a little bit wider there. So yeah, okay, something like that. And while I put the trimmer out, I'm going to take a piece of Flirty Flamingo, because in the document that comes with all these little cute COVID sayings, there's a page and a half telling what the different colors are that it prints out in. And so this color that's printed out is Flirty Flamingo. Now I'm going to trim this one at 2 inches. So there we go. Hello to those. Oh, flatten. Oh, I love it, Robin. I just read your message about, yes, flatten the curve. That's totally it. Now I feel like I've got to change the saying on the front here. Yes, absolutely. Flatten the curve of the toilet tube. Oh, that just made my, sorry. Just saw that now, guys. The rest of you have been reading that for a while. Such a good idea. Okay, so this is 2 inches wide, this strip, and I want to make it just a little bit longer than the width of the toilet paper roll. So how long is a standard roll of toilet paper? Ooh, anybody have that fast fact? Well, there we go. It's 4 inches. I wouldn't have known that. So I'm going to make this, let's see, I'll make it 4 1/2. No, I'm going to make it 4 3/4, and I can always cut down a little bit more if I need to. All right. Ooh, I am really sliding around here, aren't I? I thought I had things fixed firmly, but not so. Okay, now I've grabbed a tag topper punch, and I'm going to slide. The 2 inches is perfect for this. We have a couple of tag topper punches, and 2 inches works for both of them. The other tag topper also has narrower spots, so you can do 1 1/2 inches and 1 inch as well. So that's it's a little bit more versatile than this one, but this is perfect because I knew that 2 inches is going to fit right like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my saying, my wish this was a real hug. I think my sister's going to get this card too, because she's going to enjoy the little COVID funny sayings on it. My mom's gonna get like the pretty card, the one that I worked hard and made look really nice, and my sister's gonna get the funny one. So and so this is gonna go in here, and I never grabbed ribbon, but I think, yeah, you could definitely like put some ribbon at the top of it. And remember those flowers I had earlier? There we go. Could punch a flower. Like this is super fast and easy. This is definitely not meant to be like something that's like, ooh, everybody's gonna be putting this in a magazine, this idea or anything. It's just fun and quick, which is what Coffee Break Stamping is all about. There we go. And I grabbed our regular size envelopes, our medium whisper white that would normally hold like a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this will fit in. And like I said, even if I put a ribbon at the top, there's still room. You can just throw that right in an envelope like that. And if it bothers you that, yeah, it's not like a normal card size, what you can do is take a regular sized card base. I think I've got one. Let's see. Here's one. Okay, this isn't really the color that I'm using, but hey, actually it looks kind of pretty. The flirty flamingo in the pool party. Oh, I like that there. So then you can, yeah, I'm totally going to do that. That just finishes it off so nicely. So if you don't want it just to be just a pull tab card, you can make it into a full card. And ooh, I think I'm going to use green glue again because I don't, with it being a curve, that curve is going to want to pop, isn't it, Robin? Yeah, so we need to flatten the curve. And all right, so there you go. And okay, so to flatten the curve even more, you just never know what I can pull out from my stash. You can hold this in place with some, these are just dollar store clothespins. There we go. I totally share my toilet paper with you. And then, yeah, for those who just joined on, I can't even pull it out now because it's cold, but I wish this was an in-person hug. So there's another idea with the lowly toilet paper tube. And Robin says, I need to look at those sayings to download. Yes, the price is $12, but it is American dollars. So then when your credit card is processed, it will be converted to US or Canadian dollars. So I'm guessing it's, I don't know, around 15 or something like that in Canadian. And you get 13 pages. And once you've downloaded them and saved them to your computer, you can print them as much as you want. So you own that download that you've purchased, and you can print and print and print and make all kinds of things with it. There's no end to how you can use it, as long as you're not printing it for free or printing it to sell to other people, but just to make cards for people who you want to make things for. That's how that works. So I will put the link into the comments, Robin. Yeah, and it is reasonable. And the amazing thing is that Sarah, the CEO of Stampin' Up, is hoping that we are going to make like close to like $1 million towards the COVID-19 efforts with just this $12 PDF. So I was like shocked when I heard that, but that would be so awesome. So okay, now I promised at the very beginning that I would give you a way of getting a sneak peek of what's in these catalogs here. As I mentioned, as per Stampin' Up policy, I'm not allowed to open and show you the inside pages of the new stuff, but I'm going to now pull out my iPad, and I won't be able to see your comments anymore because I'm going to be going to my website and showing you something there. So if you're still with me, here's the part where now you can get a sneak peek from the computer if you want to see a little bit more of what's in the new catalog. Now I'm going to have to make sure I am in your viewing sight lines. I think you can, I'm hoping you can see that. I'm going to try and angle it so that the glare isn't too bad. So what you do, if you go online, my website is stampventures.stampinup.net. And I don't know why, sometimes on the iPad I get doubles of the taskbar at the top. But hi Karen, nice to see you this morning. I'm just showing people where they, if they're really curious about seeing things in our new catalog, and I'm not allowed to show them pictures here, I'm showing them how they can see things online. And the reason you can see them online is that those people who are interested in buying the starter kit have the option of selecting some of the pre-order annual catalog items. So what you do is you go to the, click on the word join, and that takes you to the page for where it talks about the starter kit, join the fun, It talks about how you create your starter kit. You get to pick $165 worth of product, but you only pay $135. And so down at the bottom, there's a button here that says join now. And so you click that, and it talks about welcome to the demonstrator agreement. When you buy the starter kit, you have to agree to certain things. It's basically just our rules, and mainly saying that you're not going to be working for another crafting company at the same time, and that you're 18 years old and you're a Canadian citizen and all that kind of stuff. So in order to go any further to see the items from the new catalog, you have to click on the acknowledging of those agreements. And if you really are thinking of getting the starter kit, then give it a quick look through there, just to make sure that you are in accordance with the things that they are requiring of you. So then click continue. You choose your starter kit value, and there's just the one choice. So that's the one where you pay $135, but you get to choose up to $165. So click on that. And then down here it says, do you have Stampin' Rewards starter kit code? And that would be for anybody who's been a hostess, and then instead of using their hostess dollars for free product, they decide to use their hostess dollars towards the starter kit. So no, I don't. But if you ever want to have like well, we can't do in-person parties or classes right now, but I could do an online party or class for you and your friends, then any sales from that you could use towards your starter kit. So I click apply. And then with the starter kit, there is a free business pack, and it won't let you not choose the business pack. I just click standard because I don't want the French. And then here it is, build your starter kit. So you look through the items that are listed here. So, I mean, okay, there's the last chance products, but go to new 2020-2021 annual catalog pre-order, and right now there are 90 items, and those would be similar to, like, pretty much the same as the 90 items that we as active demonstrators get to select for our pre-order. So you click on that, and then well, they show 6 things at a time on the iPad, but you just click and scroll through, and I'm not going to say any of the names of anything. I'm just going to let you, take a look, and you'll get to see some of the in colors and some of the beautiful new bundles, and that's where you can get a little sneak peek. And if you love what you see here so much, you can definitely build a starter kit with it, and those items will come to you. And just to let you know, Stampin' Up! Sent us, well, they posted a message yesterday saying that the pre-order period has been so popular. There are several things that they're already looking like they will be in back order situation soon. They're forecasting, like, they knew it was going to be a good catalog, but their forecasting still fell short. It's been a really exciting catalog, and so when the catalog does go live to customers on June 3rd, there will be a few things already on a list that are not available, and it's because they've been so popular during this pre-order period. So just wanted you to see where you could find those sneak peek items and take a look at them. It's again under my Stampin' Up. I'll just go back to it. Under my Stampin' Up site, stampventures.stampinup.net, and then click on join and go through those steps just to see a little bit more of a sneak peek. And perhaps if you're interested, you can grab the starter kit deal for yourself. So If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm going to finish off this video now, and right away I will post the link to the fundraiser PDF for anybody who would like to print and make those fun COVID-19 cards for all their friends and family, and do stuff with that. And you'll also be helping the fundraiser at the same time. So have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend to all you ladies out there. Even if you are not mom to a son or daughter, I know you're mom to nieces and nephews and fur babies and friends and all those other important people and special people in our lives. And take care, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.